Commanders to kick off for Miami.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll get that to Michel. Complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Here's Allen. On the move to his left. To Michel on the screen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
10-yard loss.
So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Again, they'll throw with Allen. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
A 34-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, a 3-yard return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
It's a gain of
that one a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
For a Miami Dolphin.
Tua going to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And the Bills are going to recover. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. On the ground, this is Michel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerome Baker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
And it's 3 and out.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the Bills' 37-yard.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The left side completion to Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Jones. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Flush to his right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off, Byron Jones.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up. Up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in this.
Tua hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he won't get much, maybe a couple, down inside the 35 to the 34.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to pass. Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Parker. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That's pulled in at the 32. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Aaron Jones there to make the grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Past the 20.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 34. Bills.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Dolphins 41, Bills 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Michelle. And he's is able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Stephon Diggs.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Today's final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew,